Chat. I was up against Count Dooku in Path of Exile 2 today. Or whatever the Count's name is. Count Orlok? What's that guy's name? And I got him down to 2%. And I died. Count Gargalon? Gargalon. Yeah, it was a tough battle. Really good game. Really enjoying it. I haven't, played as much as real addict hours would dictate, but it's a very, very good game. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can do to avoid your own fate of dying. And I got real close. I just didn't, in the end, pull through. But I'm going to record it. Next time I play that game, I'm going to record it, and I'm going to try to show you how tough that gargle fight is. Welcome to the stream. Two quick things. One, I posted this, but I wanted people to see it. So, the inflatable Vinesauce aliens, I gave these out. This, by the way, this is by far the most expensive thing I ever gave out. These little aliens. Now, this was like 2 years ago, almost. Year and a half. And I had this one just kind of standing there. And it has defaulted to this weird position of him looking up. Maybe he's looking for drones. Or, as I've seen people say, he's got fentline. Also, that is not a tiny little smiley face. That is actually a nose and mouth. People see like a little tiny smiley face here. I do too, but yeah, that. But yeah, I don't know how this happened, but he's been standing up, and I think he just, like, the weight of his massive head is weighing him backwards. Weirdly, though, he's balanced enough that he can still stand on his own. It's so weird. So I just wanted to show you. And one other thing, too, is... Vinny, is Mike actually leaving Redvox? Oh, you want to talk about that? Well, this is something we talked about 2 months ago. And I've talked about it, I think, 2 or 3 times on stream. Mike has talked about it 2 or 3 times. Me and Mike have been... pretty close for 21 years, and we're still close. We played Helldivers 2 this past weekend. His health is sadly drastically improving now that he's not playing drums, which is a horrible thing to say and laugh at. So there's that. And I think that probably sums it up. That one bizarre sentence kind of sums it all up. There's an upside. How drums make him bad. Knee, neck, lower back. In particular, he was playing in a neck brace. So he didn't have the opportunity to practice as much as he wanted to. As much as he needed to, especially for shows. We started doing shows. Not good. It just was wearing on him. So yeah, I mean, I know he's talked about it again recently because there are chat members and audience that didn't know. Like I said, Redvox it's been a group effort, including the drums. We all put a lot of effort into the drums. I'm going to be real with you. Mike is an amazing drummer. He did such a great job. And if he feels up to it in the future and he wants to record some stuff with us, he's absolutely welcome to. That's up to him. So, yeah. I mean, it just depends on his health. It depends on his interest. He's also become a Twitch streamer, like, primarily. He wants to do that more. And I think between those two things and his health actually improving from not playing drums, I think it's just not something that's in his life at the moment. And a game show host, yeah. So, I'll say this, though. Yeah, he did a lot of good work. And me and Joe also did a lot of percussion stuff too, like Kerosene and Realign. A lot of that is us. And so it's not always just been Mike. It's mostly been Mike on drums, but then we all kind of chip in. Like, I play bass on a bunch of songs. You know, Joe has helped me with lyrics a little bit. Mike in the early days helped a little bit. I mean, it's all been a group effort, but I'll say this about the Red Fox project. It is, at the end of the day, me bringing in songs. So, are things going to change? Well, yeah, because I always try to do different things as a songwriter, and I try to draw from different inspirations. But I do think that you've already seen so much difference from the first album to Visions and Afterthoughts that it's going to continue along that. There's stuff on the new upcoming album that sounds like Another Light. There's stuff that I have for Beyond that sounds like the first album. I think I just like that kind of rock music. And I'm going to tell you, Gerald is filling in, and he's doing a great job. He's been drumming his whole life. He's devoted his life to the instrument, pretty much. Love that guy. And Mike loves him. And we're having a good time, you know? So I would say, but he was playing bass for us. We just now have my other buddy, Joe. So now we got two Joes. He's playing bass. And we did a show. I'm sorry to keep talking about this because I'm sure some of you just want to hear about video games, but we did do a show a couple weeks ago that I got sick at. And that was maybe 6 practices with Joe on bass and Gerald on drums, 6 or 7. So it was just like super quick. Let's just do it. 15 songs. We did pretty good. So it's fun. But, you know, it's bittersweet. It is a little bit bittersweet. And I can't... There's going to be moments when I think about that, and it sucks a little bit. But new people also mean new ideas, new opportunities. And like I said, we've got a ton of tracks with Mike already on them. I would say another... Oh, God. A ton. Let's just say that. So we'll make sure those sound good. And that's it. So, yeah. Thank you, Amtrax. Vinny, please wrap it up. We have ads to play and Kojima to put on stage. Hey. Real quick. You're talking about Mike like he's dead. I know. Well, I mean... We did play Helldivers, and I was the one that died the most. So, I want to show you all real quick. This isn't going to be as substantial as the Steam thing. And I didn't play as many Switch games, but let's just take a look. I haven't seen this yet. So, Spalton 3. I guess this was the DLC. Okay, 15 games for 110 hours. The thing is, I played like 200 and something games on Steam. So this was a light year for the Switch. Also consider this. I played a lot of indie games on the Switch over the years. Like a lot, most. And now that I have other handheld gaming devices, such as the Steam Deck and the Asus, I play those indie games on that instead, on those. So I would say this would normally be somewhere like 40, 50, but now it's a lot less. This is pretty much exactly what I expected. There's also DLC for Monkey Ball that I have to check out one day. But Paper Mario was excellent, Zelda was great, Monkey Ball was very good. Gaming style, action, role-playing, party, adventure. You know what? This makes a whole lot more sense to me than the Steam ones, where one of my top genres was dwarf. Okay, June. So, I guess I played a couple hours each month, but mostly June. And I think some of that was... This was just like Splatoon DLC, I guess. Notice January and December are just not there at all. Oh yeah, played that. Forgot I played that. My favorite game of 2024 on the Nintendo Switch. We'll talk about this another time, chat. Mature 17 plus Nintendo 64 was my favorite game. I didn't play much Brothership. It didn't really grab me, and then Dragon Quest came out. But I'll say this. Mario Party Superstars was way better than I expected. But the answer is Paper Mario. And Zelda was good. Wasn't my favorite Zelda, but it was fun. So, yeah. Not bad for the coffin year of the Nintendo Switch, where the Switch will be put into a grave. I guess there's still a couple releases before we get a Switch 2. I like how even though there's videos of a Switch 2, potentially, there's discussion, and it just makes sense for Nintendo to be done with the Switch after 9 years. There's still some part of me that's like, that's not real. There's no Switch 2. What are you talking about? Nintendo's gonna ride this thing out another 10 years. Well, 8 years, yeah. Don't forget about the Game Boy. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's game.